about balance, like I was telling you, bro, कि बहुत सारे लोग different तरीके से balance होते हैं. Some people are very right dominant or left dominant, and I often think it's a consequence of maybe their feet not being splayed out, the toes not being splayed out, or having or wearing too much shoes. Is that something that you think about a lot? कि some
Yeah,
people.
which is why I train with like barefoot style shoes.
Yeah.
Where my toes can move freely.
Yeah.
And a lot of I think that's coming more and more to light slowly. Where you're seeing the advent of barefoot shoes.
Yeah.
And that people are kind of taking away the crutches of like just put the arch support, and like if you don't need it just yet, that muscle's gonna go dormant. You know what I mean? Let it work. So you're causing it to fall flat. Like that makes no sense. Where to just maintain healthy feet, and how everything goes from the ground up. That tight shoes are a problem over time, and I think that's coming to light now more and more. So I don't think it's as much of a problem in our culture specifically. This is one of the few things that isn't, because we walk barefoot a lot. We wear open toe shoes a lot more than the West. So I actually feel like, strangely enough, this is one of the problems that you find lesser here, because obviously the people working very tight close shoes for their day jobs in work, in the urban people will tend to have this problem. But just walk around barefoot a lot.
Yeah, I was very happy that your studio has a very open toe policy, barefoot policy, which is very good, because for most people that's the only amount of barefoot time they will get, because they will be able to train like this. Then they have to wear, some people are like, of different professions, they have to be out and about, and women have to wear heels, which is like probably like horrible for your feet, right? Right. But I recently met this woman, and she was just, she was sitting barefoot, and I was looking at her feet, like I wasn't looking at him like, wow, I like feet, but I was very interested because her feet had her toes were so far away from each other. And I said, wow, you actually have the kind of feet that what would happen one should have.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry, they look horrible. I'm like, pagal hai kya? She's like, I've been barefoot all my life. Right. My mom scolded me, but in my house as a kid, after school, I would walk barefoot all the time. Right. So cumulatively, her area of contact for the foot was massive. She stands like very erect, like she's got a very great posture.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy.
I had to rectify mine the same way because of combined with sports, with basketball shoes. In fact, they get particularly tight. So I wore toe spacers and all for a while to rectify the thing.
Do those help, the toe spacers?
100%.
Yeah.
But they're very uncomfortable initially. So you have to brave it for a little while. Especially the more they're overlapping, the more it will hurt.
What do you mean by overlapping? Like kaise?
Like my toes were squished together. Like so.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? But they're almost squished to a point where they are overlapping.
Yeah.
So the more they are squished and the more they are like that, the more it will hurt you. But it's worth that little time, and then the pain eases after. Like braces, like for your teeth.
Achha,
Similar concept.
So can you wear them over?
No,
you wear socks over them?
No, you could wear socks over them, but they would unlikely they'd fit inside a shoe.
Achha.
So you'd wear them for a certain, like maybe to sleep for a certain amount of the day, and then you just try and spend more time barefoot, and then it sorts itself out over time.
Yeah. When you wore the toe spacers, what did you feel like? Did you feel like you were easier on the body, more balanced?
At the time, it felt really strange to begin with. So you have to make it over that hump. Because first, it's extremely uncomfortable when you wear it. It feels like super strange, because also it's like realigning and readjusting other things, right? All those compensations that were happening.
Of course.
All the compensations that were happening by virtue of the overlap.
Yeah.
So now that is getting undone. So like everything feels weird for a while because it's going up the body.
Right.
Yeah, you'll feel it.
Yeah, people don't realize it. I keep telling you about my long TMJ rant whenever I visit you. That one long Invisalign treatment for over a year has altered every single joint in my body. It's changed everything. Yeah. I used to believe कि अच्छा मतलब अभी भी modern science इतना catch up नहीं करा है. They've got all the best treatments and whatnot. They still believe we'll treat the jaw in isolation and that'll be it.
Correct.
And your neck, shoulder, everything starts to like if I had some pain here, that aggravated the toe pain. So I wonder if I wear the toe spacers, it'll actually maybe help me out or make it worse.
I mean, it's worth giving it a shot. Your feet seem fine, but I'm saying it's worth giving it a shot.
Yeah. No, I think I'm very interested.
I don't have extensive knowledge with reference to TMJ specifically.
Okay, yeah, but
all of whatever I've heard of it has mostly come from you. Yeah,
so sad, no? No, but this is what I was saying. I met this... I briefly talked to you about this. I met this craniofacial release instructor for a while.
Correct.
And she was like, I'm always looking for people who can help my clients through
Right.
movement. And I was talking about you, and she said, I always prefer if people are self-trained because they've
Right.
sort of tried everything.
Right.
I think sometimes what happens is, especially in India, these sports sciences and these health movements don't really catch up academically, at least. So they're trying to use a very ancient or a very outdated way to cure certain things when it actually comes through trial and error. So it's amazing that you literally you practice everything, and then after multiple iterations you say, bro, this is what works and let's try this with you.
That is my approach entirely.
Yeah.
Where it's all tried and tested.
Yeah.
Because I think there's no better reflection. And also I think what helped me a lot was because I started from a place of so much pain. From a place of I didn't think anything was possible.
Like how much pain? Like debilitating pain, unmanageable pain.
Yeah, to a point where like that my back pain was I would need to cease doing everything, sit fetal position for a little while till it eased up for a bit, and when it would get really bad. But then after a while I learned how to navigate it. I'd feel its onset, so I'd back up, do my thoda naam ka vaste physio I'd do for a little while just to chalao, and then in time again it would act up. And my shoulder pain was so bad that, again, the mistake we make when we have pain is that I just completely didn't use the arm. I would underuse the arm, but because of which it started to atrophy. So then I had no muscle. So then it was just like sitting on itself. So it was considerably worse than it even needed to be. Right? So the pain was a lot. And it was just the norm. Like I would just pop combi flams. I had one strip in each bag. So like it was just like people be like, bro, what are you doing? I'm just like, chill, yaar. You know, it was just normal for me. And now it's almost like just not there. I just know how to navigate it better. If I feel, it's about to act up. There's still certain movements because with a lot of injuries, unless you've done surgery, you have to navigate around it. There's a chance that you could do something that can refire it a little bit and stuff. Our body is the roadmap. You know what I mean? So there is a predisposition for me to refire it and whatever, but I just know how to navigate it, which is again what I was saying with like once you learn your body, you learn all its predispositions, you learn all this, and you gain mastery of Vinamra. You know what I mean? I can just help you learn how to do you.